and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Want to reach 1,000 subscriptions, and every subscription helps out with that goal here. New subscribers, welcome to the channel, and older subscribers, thank you for continuing to support the channel. I wanted to talk about a show that has been on Max for a couple weeks now. I think it premiered on May 15th, and it's titled DUSTER. Has anybody heard of this show? Show is very good. Like I said, 3 episodes in. I think they release an episode on Thursdays at 9 p.m. So keep your eyes out on that show if you have not seen it. I think the premiere went kind of under the radar there. I don't think a lot of people do know about this. I know just watching Max, I do watch Max when I have time to watch TV. I'll watch Max a lot, and I noticed that they will be promoting some of their shows that they have internally on the app there, and I noticed that the Duster preview would come up a couple times before movies that I was watching. So I was actually told by a colleague about this show, and I looked a little into it, and I actually got a chance to watch it this past weekend that is, and I thought the show was very well done. If I had to rate it right now, I'd give it about an 8 or 8.5 out of 10 right now. I think the quality is there. I think the acting is there. You know, Keith David is in this show. He plays the character of Ezra Saxton. He's like a crime boss in the American Southwest. This show is set in the Southwest, I want to say late 60s, early 70s. So everything looks the part. Then you have Josh Holloway as Jim Ellis. Really, Josh Holloway is the main character in this show, but there's a bunch of other characters that revolve around him, and I have to praise the show for being able to have multiple characters in their own arcs being shown on screen at the same time without it taken away from anybody else. Rachel Hilson as Nina Hayes. She's a new face. I haven't seen her before in anything, but she's a pretty good actress. She works for the FBI, and she's a new agent there. And her intention in the show at this point in time is just to track down Keith David's character, Sax, and get him on these charges. So it's interesting because there's obviously a conspiracy going on within the agency to cover up evidence that links to Sax. So very interesting there from her perspective. She also has a partner that helps her, but it's very cool to see all these perspectives from all these different characters all in one show. And I think an episodic setup like this allows for you to build out these characters the way you want to, unlike in a film where you have about 2 to 3 hours to do it. As far as aesthetics and the way this show is shot, it looks like the American Southwest. Things do check out. A lot of cool landmarks in this show, and I would say just based on quality, it looks like this could have been a film. I personally am really loving these time period piece shows. There's something Once Upon a Time in Hollywood about it. It does have a serious tone, but there are humorous scenes, and the things that people say make a lot of sense, and they're relevant to the time period. So I think very accurate in that sense. But overall, like I said, just a little sneak peek into this show Duster that is right now on Max. So go watch that. We are 3 episodes in. I thought the first episode was pretty action-packed. It lets you know what was going on with these characters. Then you had the second episode, things get a little more interesting. And in the third episode, things build upon that. Like I said, the conspiracy that they're building around all these characters is very interesting. You have Ellis having to work with Hayes' character. And then you also have Ellis, who works for Sax. And basically, he's like a son to Sax. They consider him family and Ellis's family, and so you have that whole dynamic as well, along with Josh Holloway's Jim Ellis's character and his family. So this is a very solid show overall. Like I said, please go watch it if you haven't. If it just hit your radar, go ahead and check it out. I'm telling you, it's a good show. I give it 2 thumbs up right now, and we're only 3 episodes in. I want to say, I'm looking at the list right now, there's 8 episodes total. This show ends on July 3rd of this year, and that 4th episode that we're looking forward to comes out on June 5th. So this week, ladies and gents, be looking out for that. The show is written by J.J. Abrams and Latoya Morgan, and executive produced by Steph Green, Rachel Rich, Latoya Morgan, and J.J. Abrams himself. So great work overall, ladies and gents. Can't wait to see how things wrap up with this show. Cannot wait to see the continuing episodes to the finale of the show. And I think if the stats and analytics are good enough as far as viewership goes and attention towards the show, I wouldn't be opposed to getting a 2nd season of the show. Ladies and gents, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps me out a lot. Let them know to subscribe as well and pass on the word to other people that may not know about this channel. Like this video and ring the bell for more notifications on Duster. Be safe. It's Neff signing off.